Now I wish the pen was blue, but y'all understand this is Facebook. So some of you may think of it as a social media for our parents, you know? Who here has and regularly uses Facebook? Not that many, which is pretty expected of our generation. And I'm here, as many of you know, Facebook was under investigation of the Cambridge Analytica scandal last year for allowing data to be utilized in the 2016 presidential election. This past month, federal prosecutors announced a multi-state investigation under Facebook yet again for potential breaches of antitrust laws. As someone who uses Facebook and has researched into the investigations, I hope to identify the reasons of what the issues were in the trial, and I help you understand why Facebook continues to face investigations today. Now, as I mentioned previously, the Cambridge Analytica scandal tied the Trump campaign with Facebook. That led to Mark Zuckerberg going under trial and testifying before Congress on the topic of user privacy. And last year's scandal put Facebook in the worst crisis of its history yet, as the investigations continue on the topic of users' information, relationship with third-party companies. And Colin Letcher from The Verge states September 6th last month that almost 87 million personal user information was so-called breached when the users took the quiz voluntarily on Facebook. And some of the questions that Congress asked Zuckerberg during the testimony includes, Senator Hash states, how do you sustain a business model in which users do not pay for your services? And Mark Zuckerberg answers, Senator, we run ads, as if it was obvious. And due to time constraints, I cannot state more questions, but this clearly shows a lack of understanding of our Congress and the older generation of our technology and social media works. Now, why does Facebook continue to face questions, doubts, and investigations yet again on how they run their business? I believe that the generational gap contributes to the issue. Our generation, Gen Z, and the generation of our older parents, grandparents, baby boomers, Gen X, do not understand each other. There seems to be a lack of understanding of our technology because we were born into it. It is natural for us. However, they remember how it was like before that technology did not exist. Now, you've heard many rumors and funny statements that Google, Amazon, Alexa is listening to you in your home, having conversations with your family and friends. And that's how they pop out ads on your computer. And, that comes a lot from skeptical users who question the technology and how ads are generated. Marketing is key in understanding why companies send out these type of surveys, and surface level questions information of users is very crucial. As someone who's interested in concentrating in marketing, it is important to understand that relevant ads are necessary, but irrelevant ads have no place in our computer. As Facebook being a free service, it requires profit and revenue to run the business, and Facebook heavily relies on ad revenue. And providing the optimal service translates to the necessity of older generations needing to understand how technology and ads work. Finally, in outlining the facts in the investigations, I hope I gave you insights and allowed you to identify why they came about in the first place. The exponential growth of technology reminds us every day to keep an open mind and to not reject, to not be skeptical, and especially when we get older, to keep an open mind to understand and to attempt to understand the reasons behind our next generational changes. Now, a quote from Jason Dorsey on his TED Talk about the generational change stuck with me very hard. He states that technology is only new if you remember how it was like before the technology came along. Thank you.